Hey guys, it's Dion here. We are doing a mandala flow today, so we'll be working at the front of the mats and moving back, and then from the back moving to the front, and so on and so on. And what we're doing is training the breath to be steady and calm, and that will help guide the movement, and hopefully we'll get into a flow. You'll need 2 blocks, or I really highly recommend 2 blocks for this practice. Otherwise you can still do it without, but the blocks just give you a little bit of extra space. Other than that, I'll just see you on the mat in a moment. We're starting in a comfortable seated position. So shins can be crossed or one foot in front of the other. I'm actually sitting on a block to lift my hips above my knees, so you can join me doing that as well. Okay, bring your hands anywhere along your legs, palms facing up, and close your eyes. Loop the shoulders back and down, and feel your sit bones press into the mat. And as the sit bones press down, feel the spine start to lengthen upwards towards the crown of the head, the closest point to the ceiling or the sky. And observe the breath flowing in and out of the nose, the nostrils. So as we feel our weight go down into the mats, the space between the ground and the sky is lengthening. The spine is lengthening. Relax the forehead, the jaw, the area around the eyes. Start to bring one hand in front of your mouth, about a couple of inches away, and you'll need to do this with me. So take a deep breath in through the nose. As you exhale, exhale through the mouth as if you're fogging up a mirror in front of you. So you can feel the heat on your hands and notice that constriction in the back of the throat as you do so. Let's do that again, inhaling through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Okay, so bringing your hand back down to the leg. We're going to be inhaling and exhaling through the nose, but keeping that constriction in the back of the throat. So your breath might start to sound like this. Okay, if you feel as if you're sounding a little bit passive aggressive, then you're probably doing it right. So let's maintain this oceanic sounding breath. So it's also called Ujjayi breath. And it will help navigate, or help us navigate through the rest of this class by trapping in heat, warming our muscles, creating an audio cue as well for ourselves. And when the movement becomes choppy and changes all the time and similar with the directions, we'll need this steady and calm breath to support the mind, or signal to the mind that it's actually all okay. On your next exhale, drop your chin towards your chest. And inhale, bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Right ear to right shoulder as you inhale. Let's go back and forth, observing the sensations along the neck, the sides, the back, and the throat. Hopefully dissolving any tension that you might have in this neck area, and reinforcing this connection with the heart and the mind. As you get more comfortable, you can start to draw bigger circles with the neck and the chin, expanding your range. Make sure your neck feels supported when you do so. And so with mandala flows, it's a circular flow. We'll be going back and forth along the mats. And we'll start slow and begin to build more and more and become more in tune or attuned to flow. And as we become more attuned to the flow, you start to feel your body work more optimally, and the breath becomes integrated with the movement and vice versa. Let's do a circle of the neck in one direction and even it out in the other direction. Bring yourself back through center and your head between your shoulders. Gently open your eyes to a soft gaze. I'm going to shift forwards. If you're on a block, then remove it and bring it to the front of the mat. Bring your hands onto your knees, or your shins, sorry. Grip your shins. Inhale, shift your shoulder and your chest over to the right and forwards. As you exhale, round to the left and back, chin to chest. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, round to the left and back, bringing belly button to spine. Inhale, expand. Exhale, round and back. Let's move in this circular direction a few more times. Really using the hands to grip onto the shins to lever yourself forwards and hang as you come back. So it's okay if one hip lifts off the mat every now and then, and try to keep them mostly in contact, but it's quite natural to lift up off the mat. Again, really melding our breath and our movement together, expanding as we're coming forwards and contracting as we're coming back. Let's do one more. And then we'll come back through center. Bring our hands behind us and lean back and lift and switch the legs is what I meant to say. Grab onto the shins again and we'll reverse the direction. So inhaling to the left and forwards, exhaling round to the right and back. Evening out the movements of the spine. It's great to move the spine in all different directions to keep it healthy, to keep it flexible and mobile. Let's do 3 more. And 2 more. 1 more. Coming back through center, let's shift forwards and meet in a tabletop position. So roll over your knees and your shins, bringing your hands underneath your shoulders. Bring your big toes to touch and press the tops of the feet into the ground and bring your knees wider than your chest. So they might come to the outer edges of the mat. Start to lower your hips down towards your heels. If they don't touch, don't worry. We're going to be moving here anyway. So inhale. Bring your shoulders and your hips over to the right and forwards and back round to the left as you exhale down to an extended child's pose. Inhale, come round and forwards, exhale to the left and down. Let's keep moving in this direction and adjust your hands if you feel like you're either too far forward or too far back or too close to the knees. Starting to bring some weight into the hands, waking up those shoulders and really getting into the hips. keeping your shins and your feet in contact with the ground and keeping that breath steady. If you feel like you need to linger anywhere to work out any nooks or crannies, then explore any nooks and crannies, then you're welcome to do so. Let's do one more together. Coming back to an extended child's pose and reverse the direction, okay? So inhaling over to the left and forwards, exhale for the right and down. Enjoying those pops and cracks that might happen. Don't know if you can hear that, that's my right hip. So after this, we'll be moving into our main circular sequence. And if you feel like you need to come into a restorative pose for a break, for a breath or two, then extended child's pose is a really good one to go to. Otherwise, you can also sit down in a cross-legged position like we did at the start of the class. You've got the benefit of this being a YouTube video, so you can always pause and take a break and come back to it when you're ready. Okay, let's do one more. Let's come forwards, bringing our shoulders over our wrists, press into the tops of the feet, knees underneath hips, curl the toes under, and start to lift the knees and hips, and we're meeting in a forward fold near the front of the mat. Okay, if you have your blocks, bring them in front of the feet. Bend the knees generously as you forward fold over, so belly is on thigh, so bend your knees as much as possible, maybe lowering the hips down a bit to allow the belly and the thigh connection to happen. Shake your head side to side for a no. Nod your head for a yes. And start to slowly press the feet into the ground. As you inhale, uncurl yourself up. Keeping the knees bent, stacking one vertebra at a time, and slowly straightening the legs, really slowing down this movement to avoid getting a head rush. Keeping the eyes closed. As you get to the top, broaden the collarbones, relax the jaw, and keep your breath steady. Open your eyes, sweep the arms around and up, so arms can be shoulders distance apart or a bit wider, depending on how your shoulders are feeling. Palms are facing each other. Your shoulders tend to come up towards your ears, just keep them engaged but bring them down away a little bit from the ears. Your ribs tend to, or your floating ribs, the ones on the bottom, tend to flare forwards. I'm exaggerating this at the moment, so we want to bring it back. We've got natural curves in our spine, and our body takes the path of least resistance, so it would prefer to curve more than lengthen, but we want to lengthen the spine. So bring your ribs in and breathe. Reaching the arms up, shoulders down, weight in the heels. One breath in, lengthening up. As we exhale, bend the knees, let's come down to a forward fold. Inhale, lifting up halfway, fingertips can come onto the blocks if you need to. Exhale, bend the knees. We're going to send the left foot back into a lunge position and lower the back knee down. Okay, bring your hands onto your front knee and press yourself up. So look down, the front toes should be pointing forwards, knee over ankle, and press your heel into the ground, and that should help bring your hip in towards the midline. So your knee is tracking in with your second toe and your hip is in line with your knee. Back toes are curled under, and bring both arms up again. So ribs in, arms up, shoulders lowering down, and feel as if you've got magnets on your inner thighs. So they're squeezing towards the midline. They're engaged. Take one more breath here. As we exhale, let's bring our hands onto the blocks, lift the back knee up, and let's transition back to the back of the mat. Turn the feet as we do so, pivoting on our heels and balls of the feet. So we're coming onto the balls of the back foot, the right foot, lower the back knee down, press into your front knee as you come upright. Okay, reach both arms up. Once you're steady, squeezing the thighs towards the midline, pressing that front heel into the ground. Knee is in line with second toe and hip is in line with knee. Okay, inhale here. Exhale, coming down, hands onto block, lift the back knee up, and we'll take 3 hops or 3 steps of the back foot to meet the left. Okay, shifting forwards and back, and then forward folding. Completing your exhale here. Inhale, roll up into a mountain, Tadasana. Exhale, bend the knees, coming back down into our forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, send the right foot back, lower the back knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, slow the movement down, hands onto the block, lift the back knee. And let's walk our hands back to the front of the mat. Pivoting our feet, taking it slow in this first foundational cycle. Lower the back knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms forward and up, or pressing into the knee to come up. Shoulders away from ears, squeezing the thighs towards each other. And as you exhale, lower the hands down, lift the back knee up, and 3 hops. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, Tadasana, upward facing mountain. Exhale, bend the knees, let's come down to the floor. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, send the left foot back, lower the back knee down. Inhale, come up into a crescent lunge. This time adding on, we're going to turn the upper chest or upper body to look over towards the right side, keeping the hips facing forwards, belly in as we're twisting. So the twist is coming from above the navel, above the belly button. We're still squeezing the inner thighs towards each other, hips facing forwards, maybe opening out the arms to the side, bringing our gaze along with the twist. Inhaling, lengthening the spine from the belly button, well, from the base of the spine all the way up to the crown of the head. And as we exhale, twisting over to the right. Inhale, lengthens, squeeze the inner thighs towards each other, breathe. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Inhale, let's come back through center. Exhale, hands down to the blocks, lift the back knee, and then transition to the back. Okay, coming into our lunge, lower the back knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up, squeezing the thighs towards each other. As we exhale, belly button in, as we twist over towards the left. And squeezing the thighs, pressing the heel down into the ground, twisting the upper chest, belly in. Inhale, lengthens, crown of the head reaches up. Exhale, maybe bring your gaze a little bit further, looking back. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, hands down, lift the back knee up. Again, 3 hops of the feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, lifting up halfway, lengthening the spine forwards. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward facing mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, send the right foot back into a lunge, lower the back knee down. Inhale, lunge, belly in. As we exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthens, squeezing the thighs towards each other. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Coming back through center as we inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands down to the ground, lift the back knee. Let's switch back to the front. So toes pointing forwards, lower the back knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, belly in as we open out to the sides. So arms are wide, backs of the hands are pressing back. Broadening the collarbones. Inhale, lengthens, squeezing the thighs. Exhale, belly in, maybe looking a little bit further back. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, hands down, lift the back knee up. 3 hops this time to the front. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhaling, forward fold. Just going to adjust my feet. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, hands down to the ground. We're going to keep going and keep adding on. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, stepping the left foot back. Lower the back knee down. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, twist over towards the right. This time as we inhale, reach the left hand up as we reach the right hand down. Maybe the hand touches the calf or anywhere along the leg, or maybe it just floats there. Take an inhale here, reaching the left hand up, broadening the shoulders still in this twist, belly in, squeezing the thighs towards each other. As we exhale, let's come back through the twist. Inhaling, exhale, hands down to the block, lift the back knee up, and let's transition to the back. So maybe you'll need less support with the blocks as you come round, or maybe you just carry on supporting yourself. So inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, twist. Hips are still facing forwards. Inhale, right hand up as the left hand reaches down, maybe touching the calf or thigh or anywhere along the leg. We're really reaching up with the right hand and opening out to the left. One more breath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, coming back to that twist. Inhale, coming forwards. Exhale, hands down, lifting the back knee. This time, instead of one hop, maybe lift the back leg up to hip height, and as controlled as you can, bring it to meet the left. So that's what we're working towards, but you can also just take multiple steps. Just make sure your breath and your movement is very controlled, and it's as if there's a baby sleeping here and you don't want to wake it up with your movement. Okay, inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, hands down to the ground. Inhale. Exhale, send the right foot back, lower the knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist, belly in. Inhale, right hand up, left hand down. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, transition back. Okay. Lower the back knee down. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands down. Lift the back knee. Again, try sending your weight forwards, lifting the foot up to hip height, and then lower the foot down to meet the right. Inhaling, lifting up halfway. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, back down. Last cycle. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, left foot back, knee down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach the arm up, right hand down. This time as we exhale, press your back toes into the ground and start to lift the knee up a couple of inches off the ground. Maybe straightening out a little bit more, coming into a reverse twisted warrior. Take one breath here. Exhale, lower the knee down. Come back to a twist. Lunge. Exhale, hands onto block and transition back. Let's come to the back of the mat. Lower the back knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lift the back knee up maybe an inch or maybe a little bit more, squeezing the thighs towards each other, using a lot of leg strength here. And then as we exhale, lower the knee down, open out to the twist, back through lunge. Exhale, hands down, lift the back knee. Let's float that back leg up and come down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale back down. Let's transition back to the front. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, send the right foot back, lower the knee down. Breath with movement. Inhale, exhale, twist, squeezing the thighs towards each other. Inhale, reach up and down. Exhale, squeeze the thighs as we lift the knee up, holding for one breath. As we exhale, knee down, twist. Inhale, exhale, hands down. Meander back to the front. Lower the back knee down. Inhale, exhale, belly in. Inhale, reach up and down. Exhale, squeezing the thighs towards each other. Reaching up, gaze fixed on the ground. Back heel is over the back balls of the feet. One more breath. Exhale, lower the knee down. Open twist. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, hands down to the ground. Lift the back knee. Let's float that back leg up for a moment. And then forward fold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let's bend the knees and lower the butt down to the ground. Okay. So let's move the blocks out of the way. And we're going to bring the left knee underneath and to point to the front of the mat. And we're going to assist the right knee to bring it up and over the left knee. So if your knee is coming really far off the knee, if your top knee is coming really far off the knee, then let's just let it hang there for a moment. And with time, it'll become more open and be able to come down. Otherwise, you can also just sit in a cross-legged position, whichever you feel is more comfortable. So this pose is called cow face. Let's bring the right hand, palm facing up, and then bring it up and over. And then the left hand, let's bring it up and over and pull the right elbow in. So the right hand is pressing into the space right in between the shoulder blades. And the left hand is just gently pulling it in towards the midline. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Slowing down the breath as we're cooling it off. Okay, let's slowly release that. Let's bring our hands onto the ground and let's just try this transition. So the feet are going to stay in the same position, but we're going to pivot around them. Let's start to lean forwards, bringing our hands onto the ground, lifting the hips, walk the hands over towards the left. And as we do so, lift the heels and the balls of the feet up and continue to walk your hands round. And then let's sit back onto our heels. So your right knee should be underneath and your left knee should be on top. And if you didn't get it, just switch your knees over. The first time I did it, I was like, what the hell? So you can have your knees like this or sit in a cross-legged position. Bring your left hand out to the side, palm face up, and reach it up above you, bending at the elbow. And then right hand comes up and over and just gently guides the elbow towards the midline. palm of the left hand is pressing into the area between the spine, between the shoulder blades. Closing your eyes, taking a couple of breaths in cow face variation. Again, relax the jaw and soften any other areas along the face. There's no need to hold on to any unnecessary tension. Let's do one more breath. And we'll transition into, let's release the top elbow first, and we'll transition onto our backs. So uncrossing the legs, shifting over, and just bringing ourselves down to the back of the mat, or backs onto the mat. Start to bring your knees in towards your chest, and just make some small circles of the knees in one direction, giving yourself a lower back massage. Very nice. Let's reverse the direction of the knees. And then start to split the knees. So the knees are going in different directions, but still in a cyclical pattern. And reverse that for both the knees. And then bring your knees into your chest. Try to grab your arms, your wrists, or your elbows, giving yourself a squeeze. Maybe bringing your chin towards your chest and your nose towards your knees. Squeezing one last time. And as we exhale, lower the head down. Arms alongside the body, feet stretch forwards, bring them as wide as you need to, moving any blocks out the way. Feet are splayed out, palms are facing up. And allow your upper body to feel relaxed, your spine is straight. Relaxing control of the Ujjayi breath now, that will no longer be required. Letting the breath return to its natural rhythm. And instead of controlling, we're now observing the breath. Watching it as it flows into and out of the nostrils. And just letting your body to return to its automatic self. Into this restorative state. I'll be back in a few moments. Just stay here and watch the breath. You can stay here for a little while longer, or when you're ready, start to draw some deep breaths into the chest. And introduce some movement into your fingers and your toes, your neck, and your jaw, and your ankles and your wrists. Keeping your eyes closed. And draw your knees in towards your chest, one by one, or two by two. Give yourself a gentle hug before moving over towards the right. Okay, press your left hand into the ground as you come up. Let's meet in a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands together by your heart and let's just bow your head towards your prayer hands. Slowly open the eyes and bring your hands onto your lap. So thank you so much for practicing today. I really enjoyed this flow, and thank yourself for taking this time to take care of your body. And we've moved through a lot today. So we've been working in cyclical patterns, and hopefully you feel like you've really gotten into the flow towards the end. If not, keep practicing. These don't come so naturally, and it always takes a bit of practice to get into. So keep at it, and really good job, guys. So I hope to see you next time. Thank you for playing along.